What's up, you guys? It's Josh here on Tuesday, August 4th, bringing you a stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please hit that like and subscribe button down below so we can grow the channel. I hope you guys enjoy the update. Let's get into it. All right, so yesterday we know that there was a big meeting between Republicans and Democrats. The leaders in those meetings are Secretary Stephen Mnuchin representing the Republicans in the White House and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer representing the Democrats. We know that they said they came out of the meeting and they said that they're on the way to a deal, but there is no deal reached yet. We know that the unemployment benefits expired last week and people are facing evictions, so I think there's a lot of pressure to do something soon, but we don't know what yet. I do expect a deal to be reached by the end of the week though, because if you recall, they're actually taking their summer recess on August 7th, which would be this Friday. So we're going to see some big actions take place before then, because all of these people who are up for re-election are not going to want to stay in DC and use that time that they could be campaigning in a safe, socially distant way in the chamber, actually knuckles down, like writing, figuring out all the little details of this next package. You know that for right now though, aid for jobless Americans, liability protections for businesses, and relief for state and local governments remain major sticking points in the talks. Yesterday I was actually reading an article and it's kind of hinted at the fact that they had actually figured out what to do with the unemployment. I truly think it's just going to be a $600 benefit again, because there's no way to narrow it down to like 70 or 80% of your salary when all of these unemployment systems have major backups and delays. Now, you're probably like, today is Tuesday, how are they going to get all of this finished before Friday? Well, they had meetings this weekend. People are literally working all the time to try to figure these little details out. They're meeting daily. They're trying to work through all of this stuff. A senator from Alaska, Senator Lisa Murkowski, actually said, "I've never been a gambler, but if I were a gambler, I'd say we need to have some long days, long nights, work hard." This is very true, considering that not only are you going to have to get the bill drafted, you're also going to have to get it out to everyone for review, and it has to be signed into law by Friday before they leave. We've heard from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She said that she would actually delay the recess, but we have not heard from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell as to whether or not he is willing to delay the recess. It's kind of wishy-washy. I think he said he would at first, and then he said he wouldn't, and now, you know, we're right up on the deadline, so everybody's kind of wondering. And then lastly, we've also heard from President Donald Trump this week. He has proposed that he is going to take executive action to get the stimulus out to people right at this moment. Now, what he could do with that is actually do a payroll tax cut and do some sort of like eviction bill that would ban evictions for a bit. It's still to be seen whether he does this or not. It actually could make things worse for negotiations in Congress, because it's going to make it more messy. If you were to delay the payroll tax cut, or you did it through an executive action and people weren't being charged out of their paychecks for those taxes, Congress would have to come back and actually forgive those. I think that through his executive action, he can only delay them and not actually forgive. So it would be kind of messy, and maybe he should just leave it up to Congress, but it's still to be seen whether he does that or not. If action is not taken before Friday, I do expect to see something like that, because he's very afraid of the fallout from all of the evictions happening all at once. He has stated that all of the blue states, meaning Democratic states, want money for states and local governments. Now, we know that at first the coronavirus was affecting blue states more than it was red states, but now it doesn't seem to be the case. It's really getting into the Midwest now, and that seems to be maybe the newest hotspot, along with Florida, Arizona. All of those places where it's already been are still dealing with it, but the cases are rising in the Midwest faster than anywhere else right now. Alright guys, that was your stimulus check and stimulus package update on Tuesday, August 4th. It's going to be really exciting to see what happens this week with this whole stimulus package. We know that they started out with Republicans wanting a $1 trillion bill, Democrats want a $3 trillion bill, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens and how they prop up the economy, but also the American people for the next probably 6 months or so until we can get a vaccine coming out. I hope you enjoyed the update. I will see you guys soon.